Hello everybody, and welcome back to Certified Collectibles. This is another episode of First Appearances of the Week. This is Wednesday, April 21st, 2021. We'll be giving you all the first appearances hitting your comic shops today. Now, we have a very light video for you guys this week. There's only 4 first appearances and 3 honorable mentions, so a very short, very quick video, but there's some titles in there worth taking a look at. Before we get started though, we do want to give you an update on a book that we highlighted last week. Ginny Zero from Dark Horse. We showed this book to you guys last week in last week's first appearance video. This is actually a recommended buy from that particular video, so I hope some of you guys watched that video and picked this up at your comic book store before they sold out. The reason what makes this comic book so important, so hot right now, is this was actually recalled by Dark Horse right when it hit the shelf. I guess there's some pages in here that weren't meant to be included, so this was a printing error recall. So Dark Horse actually recalled these. They're going to be sending out new editions of this, but this was already underproduced. So there weren't a lot of these first edition prints out there to begin with, and now that Dark Horse recalled them, there's going to be very few of these. So this is already trading for about 20, 30 bucks on eBay. So hopefully some of you guys pick this up at face value. Face value is $4. So $20, $30, you're already sitting on a 7-8% or 7 or 8 times face value. So this is already a good return on your investment. But hang on to this one. We do think this is going to be important going forward because this one here, already a low production run, a recalled edition. Put this one here in your collection and hang on to it. That being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the first appearances of this week, week ending April 23rd, 2021. First up from DC Comics, Nightwing number 79. This features the first cameo appearance of Heartless. Next up from Marvel Comics, Captain Marvel number 28. This features the first appearance and debut of a new costume and new superpowers. Next, also from Marvel Comics, Spider-Woman number 11. This features the first team appearance of the Brothers of the Sword. And finally, also from Marvel Comics, Way of the X number 1. This features the first appearance of Patchwork Man. So like I mentioned, very short first appearance run for you guys this week. There's only 4 titles in there, but we do have a couple honorable mentions. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. First up from Boom Comics, Many Deaths of Layla Starr, number 1. Solicitation reads, with humanity on the verge of discovering immortality, the Avatar of Death is fired and relegated to the world below to live out her now finite days in the body of 20-something Layla Starr in Mumbai. Struggling with her newfound mortality, Layla hatches a plan and soon discovers a way to be placed at the time and location where the creator of immortality will be born. Next up from Scout Comics, Unicorn number 1. An allegory about life and loss, magic and memory, told through the friendship between a girl and an old horse that proves to be a much more magnificent animal. Finally, from Marvel Comics, Mighty Valkyries number 1. This is the premiere issue of this title. So there you have the 4 first appearances and 3 honorable mentions that we have for you guys this week. So let's go ahead and go through those, give you our recommendations for which ones we think you should pick up and add to your long-term investment portfolio. First up from Marvel Comics, Captain Marvel number 28. This features the debut of a new costume and new powers. So the MCU is still roaring strong. Marvel is still a powerhouse. So the Captain Marvel character was very, very popular when her movie franchise was hitting theaters. Depending upon what they do with the Captain Marvel character, the debut of a new costume and new powers may very well be important. This is one you should consider picking up. Next up from Marvel Comics, Spider-Woman number 11. This features the first team appearance of the Brothers of the Sword, so it really all depends what Marvel does with the Brothers of the Sword and who they are. Since this is a Spider-Man universe title, being Spider-Woman, if they transfer these characters, the Brothers of the Sword, into one of the Spider-Man universe movies or any of the Spider-Man titles, this might be an important book to pick up, but keep an eye on this one. You can put this one on your B list if you don't want to get it right now. From the honorable mentions, The Many Deaths of Layla Starr number 1 from Boom Comics. This here book has had a lot of buzz around it. The artwork is supposed to be fantastic, and the storytelling is supposed to be really, really good in this book. So there's been a lot of buzz in the industry about this. So we do believe this one might very well be picked up for TV or film. Like we mentioned before, this is a driver for some of these independent titles. So this one here is definitely worth picking up. We do think this one here has potential. And from Scout Comics, Unicorn number 1. This was a story told through the friendship between a girl and an old horse that proves to be a much more significant animal, most likely a unicorn. This one has already been optioned for film, with Armory Films financing the film adaptation, with Debbie Berman making her directorial debut. So this one already has a lot of buzz about it. This one already has a lot of attention. So this is one we do think you should definitely pick up. Scout Comics has been making a lot of comic books that have been adapted to TV or film. So this is one we do think you should get. So there you have our recommendations for this week ending April 23rd, 2021. Please drop some comments in the comment section below. Let us know what you guys think. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video. And as always, please remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you for joining us here at Certified Collectibles, and we'll see you again next time.